Imagine reading a book about a massive, unsinkable ship, hitting an iceberg in the North Atlantic, and sinking because there weren't enough lifeboats. Now, imagine reading that story 14 years before the Titanic even existed. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is the chilling reality of two men who predicted the world's most famous maritime disaster decades before it happened. Was it a coincidence or a dark prophecy? Welcome to AI Explain America. In 1898, a struggling author named Morgan Robertson wrote a novella titled Futility. In his story, he described a magnificent ocean liner called the Titan. The similarities are terrifying. Both ships were around 800 feet long. Both were described as unsinkable. Both hit an iceberg on a cold April night, and both lacked enough lifeboats for their thousands of passengers. When the Titanic sank in 1912, the world looked back at Robertson's book in absolute shock. He hadn't just written a story, he had drafted a blueprint for a disaster. But Robertson wasn't the only one. Meet W.T. Stead, a famous investigative journalist. Years before the tragedy, Stead wrote a fictional story warning about the dangers of modern liners skipping on lifeboats. He concluded his story with a haunting message: this is exactly what might take place if liners are sent to sea with too few boats. But the real chill comes later. In April 1912, W.T. Stead actually boarded the Titanic as a first-class passenger. As the ship went down, Stead was last seen sitting quietly in a leather chair, reading a book, becoming a victim of the very catastrophe he had warned the world about for decades. The warnings didn't stop there. Several passengers, like J.P. Morgan and Anthony Abrahams, canceled their trips at the very last second, claiming a bad feeling about the voyage. Even the captain, Edward Smith, had a history of near misses and strange accidents throughout his career. It was as if the universe was screaming at the world to stop. But no one was listening. How could two different men, years apart, describe the exact details of a tragedy that hadn't happened yet? Was it a mathematical certainty based on the technology of the time? Or did they somehow tap into a future they weren't supposed to see? Morgan Robertson died only 3 years after the Titanic sank, claiming he was inspired by a spirit to write his book. What do you believe? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries of American history.